Hello, everyone. My name is Katie of the Greenland Quilter channel, and I hope everybody has been having a great week. Uh, Here we are. We just finished almost the third week of October already, and I cannot believe that we are already this far along into October. I know things have been a little crazy on my end, so that's part of the problem. Anyway, um, I'm going to let more come in the channel, and then we'll have a discussion about what's been going on with me and everything. And I may seem out of sorts. That's going to be normal for me for right now, I think. Unfortunately, but I think you guys are going to be okay with that being this way for right now. Myra is here, but she's outside helping her husband back up a trailer because he's been, I don't know if it's I don't know what he's backing up a trailer, I think. So let me say hello to everybody in the channel, and then we'll have a discussion about my health, what my plans are for the next few days, things like that. And then we will start everything else. And I feel like I don't say hi, Myra.
Hi.
Okay, now I was making sure you were sound was working okay. All right. So let me say hey to everyone in the channel. Andrew was here in the chat first. It's good to see you. Let me know how you're doing with your extra help on hearing. And then, hey, Andy. Hello, Pat. Hey, Lori Colgan. Hello, Janet. Welcome to the chat. Hello, Judy Hebert. Hey, Jaja. It's good to see you. Hello, pescatarian gardener. Hey, what does the pescatarian mean? Tell us what it means. Hey, Donna. And hey, Robin, it's good to see you. And hello, Geraldine. Welcome, welcome. All right. Hi, Denise. Okay, so I'm kind of trying to let everybody slide in so we can have this discussion and I don't have to repeat myself. Hi, Lynn. Welcome, welcome. And man, my jaw's all out of shape because I haven't talked for a while. It's really funny. Or it's the smiling one. I don't know, maybe both. But I'm also uncomfortable too. So, yeah. She only eats seafood, so like a vegetarian who eats fish, no meat. Okay, gotcha. Now I understand. Okay. Let's talk about what we're going to work on tonight, and then we'll talk about my health. For those of you who have been sewing along with me on the 1,000 block out of the 1,000 block book. Tonight we are doing block number 19. Can you believe it? 19 blocks now. And we are going to do this block Tile Works. Now I know Pat's work doing this sew along with me and a couple other people. And when I was looking at this block today, because I messed with it earlier today, but because I didn't want to, because I'm having trouble focusing, because of everything's been going on with me, I kind of run into a problem with this block. So we're going to talk about this block a little bit. The interesting thing is I'm going to bring this up to the camera closer. I'm going to show you the makeup of the block. Okay. And you can see there is 2 sets of flying geese. You have flying geese, 2 flying geese here and here and here and here. So there's a total of 8 flying geese. The problem is the instructions on cutting the fabric. It is telling you to cut a certain size block, and it's telling you to cut only, or square, and it's telling you only cut 1, which doesn't make sense if you're making flying geese out of it, which I don't even understand how they're making flying geese out of it to start with. So after much deliberations, at first I was going to just do all half square triangles. And I'm like, wait, no, I can figure this out if I just sit and think for a minute. And since I started early enough today to mess with it, I figured it out. is like, and basically what I did is I know that this center square is a certain size, okay? And to make these flying geese, it means that you need rectangles, which will be the same width as the center square. So I knew how wide it needed to be. I also knew that these half square triangles were a certain size. And based on that, I knew that these flying geese had to be the same width, the thickness, this way on the block as the half square triangles. Okay. So I knew what size this was. And based on the size of this means that's how wide this was going to be. Same size here, same thing here. So basically, instead of doing it, trying to guess on what they wanted you to do with this perfect square that was 5, and I'm going to tell you the size that they told you to cut. They said to cut 1 5 1/4 square. I have no idea how you make flying geese out of one block. That would be a total of 4. So I did it my way. And I'm going to show you what I did to figure it out. And we're going to go step by step. I've sewn some stuff because I don't know how long I'm going to last on this live tonight, because I'm still in pain. Now, the pain is not like it was that put me in the hospital, but I want to be listening to my body a little bit. And I figured out where the pain is coming from as well. So at least part of the pain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you step by step how I decided to do this and still come up with the same setup as a block, but I modified part of what I cut because everything was fine until I saw that big square. And it was telling you to use this same size square for the red color that you see in the pattern. And it was also telling you to use one for the dark color that's in this block. And I couldn't understand how you're making units. It's telling you right here. It says right here. Let me show you. It says right here to make 4 units of this one and 4 of this one. But it's telling you to use that one square to make 4, and I don't understand how you can make 4 flying geese out of that. It's just not possible. Unless there's a new way of making flying geese I don't know about. Okay, so I did mine the old way based on the measurements of the rest of the. Sometimes, here's the thing. We all learn how to do things different, or we all have a different way of learning things. And sometimes when you come across a pattern like this one, and it'll challenge you. Now, I could have said, screw this and find a simpler block and let you guys know, but I didn't do that. I decided I was going to figure out a different way to do it. And I'm going to show you the different way, or I'm going to show you the way I did. And that's what we'll be doing tonight.
Sis? Hey, sis?
Yeah.
Tasha says, yeah, definitely 4 at a time, flying geese method. Check it out sometimes. It's her favorite way.
I've tried doing 2 at a time and I fail. So 4 at a time will probably be more worse. Because I just don't understand. I don't know. They don't come out the way they're supposed to. Maybe I need a teacher. Tasha, you should teach me. How about that? Come join me on a live and walk me through how to do it. That would be a great learning thing. Okay, more have come in the chat. Hello, Alec. I think it's Alec living with MS. Hey, Donna Lee. Hello, Tasha. Hello, Felicia. Hello, Steph. Welcome. Hey, did I miss anyone else? Anyway, hi to anyone I might have missed. Okay. All right, let's talk about this issue, the elephant in the room. As most of you know, I haven't had lives for the last 2 weeks because I've been in such pain that it has basically put me down. We don't know what started it. I mean, it could have been I picked up heavy flower pot and that did it. I don't know. I didn't experience pain that day when we were moving all those flower pots, so I don't see how that contributed. And it was 3 days before this thing hit me. I just woke up one morning and went to stand up and couldn't stand up without being put down, put it that way. And then I went to the doctor the first time, and he prescribed the usual thing he did. And because I was in such pain that day, he went to touch me in a spot, and he realized he couldn't because I was in such high pain levels. So he sent me home and said that if I wasn't better in 2 weeks to come back. Well, that was, remember what day of the week was that, baby? Was that a Tuesday or a Wednesday? No, it wasn't Wednesday. Must have been Tuesday. So that was on a Tuesday. By Sunday's when they come and got me, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So on
That was Saturday.
Saturday, okay, it was Saturday. That's right, because I come home later. Okay, so Saturday, by the afternoon, I was telling Nikolai that no one should go through what I was going through Saturday. It was so bad that I could not function at all. And every time a wave of it would hit me, it would have me in tears, not to mention all the racket I was making. I couldn't stop what was coming out of my mouth. And after a lot of him-hawing around with the hospital, which is basically what we did, Myra and Sherry were with me on Saturday when all this was going down. And Nikolai was going back and forth, walking up to the hospital, coming back down to the hospital. And finally, the hospital called me. And when I was trying to explain to her, it didn't look like we were going to get anywhere. And then I finally said something about, why don't you just ask the doctor to call me? And so she called back later, I don't know, a few minutes later, and she said that the doctor said he would see me. Well, we thought first that I was going to go by taxi, but then I realized that I couldn't even put one foot in front of the other one because that's how much pain I was in. And so they sent an ambulance, and 4 people carried me out the door in a chair because I knew I couldn't lay on a bed at all. And every little movement they did caused pain. Even just going down the road, I was in pain. Every time they had a bump, it would hurt. It was just ridiculous how I was in a state that the only thing I was feeling at the moment was how much I was hurting. And so when I got there, the doctor asked me a few questions, and he told me what he was going to do, and he did what he said he was going to do, and told me he was putting me in the hospital until they got my pain back under control, gave me some medicine, and then had me take extra medicine. And by Sunday afternoon, I was in better shape. In fact, when he came in, he said I even looked better. And so next week I see a doctor on Thursday, I think it is. And since all of this has happened, I figured out where some of my pain is coming from. I originally thought it was all coming from my lower lumbar area, but now I know for a fact that it's coming from my hip down where the leg goes into the pelvic area. And every time I move a certain way, that's where the pain is at. When I sit in this chair, there's pain going down my right leg from the hip out. So the stuff going up my ribs, I don't think is tied to my hip, but it could be, I don't know. But it's definitely, a lot of the pain is down in the lower pelvic area, across the top part of my hip, not my butt, not where the, your sciatic nerve runs down your hip, not exactly on your hip. It runs across the backside of your buttocks, down your leg, sort of. This is not sciatica. I can tell the difference between the two because I've suffered from sciatica in the past, and this is a totally different thing. The last 2 or 3 days when I stand up, walk around, there is burning going down both my legs, which means whatever's going on with my hip is also going on in my lower lumbar of the two, which means that maybe because I suffer from 2 prolapse discs in my back, maybe something shifted, and that's part of what's causing the burning that I'm explaining. It's very complicated. And Andy was talking about me journaling, which that's what I'm doing. I'm writing down what's going on. It hadn't occurred to me to write about it. And since she brought this up the other day about keeping a journal. It'll be easier for me to explain to the doctor all the things I'm experiencing right now. You know, most of you knew that I had problems with my back, which has numbness that goes down the left side of my leg. And the doctor did ask me if I was experiencing numbness in other places, and we had a discussion about a couple places I'm not going to mention that are numb, that affect certain other things. And so we may, you know, I don't know. He can't scan me here because we have no scanning equipment here, because this is a small hospital, very small hospital. So they're going to have to send me to Nuke, and it's probably going to take months before I go to Nuke. That's just the way it is here. Y'all got to think, we live in a remote area. Right now, Greenland has a shortage of staff in the medical field. In fact, it's very tough. In fact, we have a assisted living facility here that they have had to enlarge, where it's 2 times the size it was when I first moved here. And it's supposed to have 27 employees. And right now it only has 17. That's how short of people they are. So I'll be talking to the doctor on Thursday, and I'll let you know what he says and what they're going to do. And I don't know how long. Right now what I'm trying to do is lower my Tradolin, because normally I only take 2 Tradolins, and I'm on 3 right now. And yesterday I managed to get through the day on 2, but today I've already taken 2, and I'll have another one at midnight. There's no way around it. So, and it's probably because I'm sitting in this chair. All right, let me read everything everybody's saying, because I missed some stuff. Hey, Linda from Irish Cell Lady. Anything y'all think of, you can either email me, you know, hang on a minute, let me share my email for those that don't know my email. See here. You can email if you think of something I should check into. Some of the pain that I was having before things settled a little bit, that part of that pain is gone. So that's why I figured out I have 2 locations of the pain. So at least now I've been able to pinpoint that. I could pinpoint that before all of this escalated. I couldn't tell where it was coming from. All I know is it was all on my right side, from my bottom of my ribs down. I still have pain down below my ribs, but I don't know what that means exactly. All right. Let me see. And Nikolai did not go to sea. He is here. He made the choice to stay home with me because he didn't feel comfortable leaving me here by myself, because if I'd have as much pain as I was in on Saturday, I think it scared him a lot. I mean, this man's not scared of anything, but he was concerned that if he left and I couldn't get up, it would have been a disaster. So he's taking time off from work. He'll go back in January as long as I'm fine. We can't afford for him to stay out. I mean, that's not even doable. Keep as much pressure off the bad sides. Use a cane to support that side. That's actually a good idea. And Tasha says that's because he's a good hubby. Yes, he is. He's been really, you know, he's just been so patient and not, you know, I haven't been cooking dinner much, or he's been cooking himself. He's making sure I eat something. And, you know, I've been a terrible wife the past 2 weeks.
No, you have not. You've been a wife in pain.
Yeah, it's ruining my life. Hey, Jody. Okay, let me show you what we're gonna do. I already told you what we were gonna do, but let me show you. All right, now this looks like I already got the block sewn together. No, some pieces. I'm going to show everybody how to make this flying geese unit, which I have right here. We're going to do that. And I'm also going to show you how to make half square triangle right here. And then once I make these two, these are, I just started these as half square triangles right here, okay? But they're not done. I still got to sew the other seam on.
Hey.
Huh?
Take the jet.
Pat says, you're allowed to eat him. It's funny. Oh, but anyway, so what I'm going to do is we're going to walk through doing this flying geese, and I'm going to explain what I
him. You're allowed to let him, darling. Let him do for you.
Oh, that's one. See, I can't even read right now.
No, it says eat, but yes, no, it's let.
My focusing, I am having such a rough time even focusing. It's weird. I just can't. Okay. So like I was talking about on this block, and Tasha picked up on it. It was probably to make 4 flying geese out of that one square unit, which I don't know how to do that. Okay. So I improvised, and I knew that this block here, this one right here, is a certain size. And since we're doing 2 units of flying geese, that means that this one had to be the same width as this one. And also, how did I know how long to make it? Because this center solid square here, I already knew the measurements of this. So all I needed to do is make sure that this flying geese was the same length and the same width of those, to attach itself. So that's how I did that. And this might not have been what the person who designed the block to do, but it was how my brain could comprehend it in the condition I'm in right now. Also, I will have to trim these a little bit, which is okay. I did that intentionally. Let me see here. The way Pat wrote that, it looked like I was I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting distracted. Thanks, Pat. You made me laugh. And then Felicia says, you're a great wifey or wife. And then Denise says, no, Nico isn't scared. He cares. And you would be alone. And it's yep, when you can't move on your own, been there, says Denise. And then Donnelly says, well, I stay so single, laugh out loud choice. But my God, my dog loves me. And then Pat says, let him do for you. Thank you. All right. So I've already sewn, hang on, let me turn this over. First thing I like to do, and I'm going to stand up for a minute. On these half square, hi Joe, on these half square triangles, you want to sew a diagonal line on the side that you plan on marking. I just use a pencil because we are making 8 half square triangles. It's going to have green and white, and the white is my background. Okay, so you need to sew, and you can take your ruler. Where's my ruler? You can use any ruler you want that shows a 1/4 inch seam, okay? And all you got to do, and I'm going to turn this over because the white won't show up so good. On this ruler, you'll see that this is shaded. This is a 1/4 inch right here. And if you take that 1/4 inch and you line it up corner to corner diagonal, you can draw a line over here. You won't have to draw the center line. And then you turn it around and do the same thing on the other side so that you have 2 lines. Where'd it go? So you end up with 2 lines like this, okay? So we'll sew those, and then I'll show you about drawing a diagonal line for the flying geese. Okay, let's do the half square triangles first. All right. Life's too short not to laugh. That's right. So while I've been so stationary. I have gone for a couple walks. I even went to the store. And let me tell you what, when you have pain like this, it is crazy. Because just going out of the house and just walk down the usual spot I walk the dog, that wore me out. And it's not like I've been disabled or something forever. This is just I think the pain has just left me with something.
It wears you out.
Yeah, it's just like now the last
Tiring, sis.
yep. The last what 4 or 5 days now, babe, I've been sleeping a little bit.
Yeah.
The last 4 or 5 days I've been sleeping anywhere from 4 hours to maybe 5. And then I'll wake up and can't go to sleep for a little while, and then I'll go back to sleep. And Nikolai, he wakes up sometimes, and he'll see I'm so peaceful that I don't even hear him get up. And so I've been able to get some, and I know sleeping helps with this healing process. So we're working on me just doing that, and y'all are gonna laugh. But I've been on we have this big TV in our bedroom that we can watch. I can watch YouTube or Disney Channel or Netflix on. And I have been watching an excessive amount of Bonanza on YouTube and Big Valley.
It's your homestead series.
Love me some Audra.
I'm telling you, I mean, totally just back to back Bonanza. And because you know what, it's so funny because when they're running, I'll fall asleep and I might sleep through 3 or 4 episodes and then wake up again. And Nikolai doesn't come in there and wake me up or mess with the TV. He just lets it run. And if he comes in and finds that it says, "Do you want to continue watching?" He just presses yes. Because I'm chilling. And I've been watching enough of it that any of the bad news that's coming across YouTube's totally been obliterated right now because it's been Big Valley. So this is what's been going across my TV for the last week. Big Valley, Bonanza, a bunch of those earth destruction kind of movies, the B movies, not the expensive ones, but the ones where you have new stars that's learning how to act, and they have 2 or 3 actors that you actually know who they are. They're famous actors who participate in these B movies. And so it's been nonstop running. And then on my laptop, I've been running other people's channels. I've gone through an entire playlist of Mona's channel. I've done a playlist on Deb S's channel. Jess's channel got a whole playlist. Sean, the guy who sews, I've done one of his. So while I've been out, I've been making sure I've been visiting other people's channels and at least running them for watch hours. Hey, Jenny Drake, how are you? And hello, Jennifer. I think it's Jennifer. Prep for Eternity. Sometimes I get her and Jessica backwards. Yeah. All right. So I've been out for 2 weeks. What have y'all been doing? I mean, you've seen me in 2 or 3 lives on and off. It's weird. When I get good sleep, and I might be able to sit through a couple lives, and then I get sleepy again, or like I said, I'm having trouble focusing on anything. I'll end up glued to Bonanza. You know, I never watched much Big Valley ones. When I don't even know what year those actually came out in. Do you know, Myra?
Yours was Hunka Hunka. He was Heath Barkley.
Oh,
Heath
I know.
Barkley. Hunka Hunka Lee Majors.
Yeah,
that was before his Farrah Fawcett days.
Yeah, he was the $6 million man. Oh my God.
Yep.
But
all of the above.
So the Big Valley must have came out before $6 Million Man because he was so young. He was like
way before.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was because I was too young and didn't watch Big Valley, or I don't know. And then by the time we got into church, I missed out on a lot. I remember watching $6 Million Man before we got into church. Then after we got into church, all of that stopped. Um, but I guess maybe Big Valley. I can't. Do you know whether Big Valley came out before Bonanza or after Bonanza?
I
Or
couldn't
around-
tell you. I don't have a clue.
But it's interesting. You know how we always, a lot of us talk about inclusion and things like that, that subject, you know. I was pretty surprised when I started watching Bonanza and Big Valley. And do you know that there is those discussions even in those way back then? But also what shocked me was with Big Valley, the use of the N word.
Did you hear what Jenny said?
What'd she say?
What is this showing?
Doing okay. Missed your last night during cotton cut. Yeah, you know, I was not feeling. Oh, I'll tell you what I didn't do last night. Y'all see this mark on my arm? Can you see that, everybody? See that big red mark? That is from a flu shot. So yesterday, I wasn't exactly sick. I just didn't feel good. So I stayed in bed all day yesterday.
You're asleep mostly all
Yeah,
day.
almost all day I slept yesterday because I just didn't feel good. And then next week I'm doing the COVID next week. So we'll see if it makes me sick or not. Hopefully not. I mean, if I just get a sore arm out of it, that'd make me happy because that's usually what I get with the COVID one. But I did the influenza first because that's the one I catch the easiest. I've never had COVID, so all right, I have all the half square triangles done. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to cut them from diagonal corner, from corner to corner here, right down the middle, and I'll end up with 8 of these out of this. Okay, and then I will show you what I do next. Yeah, it's a little bit sore, and when she jabbed me, she was a little bit rough. So I don't know if that's, I think I just had a little bit of reaction to this particular one. It's weird. Felicia says, my mother loved watching Big Valley, Bonanza, and Gunsmoke. You know, I'm surprised I haven't seen Gunsmoke come across there. How about Petticoat Junction and Green Acres? No, I never watched either one of those. I never even seen, I don't even think I've seen one episode of Petticoat Junction. And so that must have been what, in the 60s maybe on that one? What do you think, Myra? On Petticoat Junction.
Yes, it was in the 60s.
So I was just a
My
little
age
girl.
is showing.
Yeah. No, you're just 4 years older than me. So, like I said, I used to say this about Hardy because Hardy was your age. He was born in 58 like you. And I used to say, that's before my time. And I would get a dirty look from him every time I said it. That's before my time.
Yeah, I just had a birthday yesterday, so I'm now Bill's age.
Happy birthday, darling.
Thank
I
you.
wish there was a birthday on your Facebook, but I don't know if you saw it or not.
I did. I think I said I love you too, sis.
Green
Yes.
Acres is a place to be.
Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Darling, I love you, but give me the countryside.
City girl marries country boy. Donnelly says, laugh out loud. I watched him, but this OG still rocks. What? But this OG still rocks it. Oh. And Felicia says, happy birthday, Myra.
Thanks, y'all.
Jenny Drake says, I don't know any of those shows. Probably the oldest American show I watched is MASH. See, I never watched MASH.
That was fun.
A lot of people like MASH. I didn't care to watch it.
Bill loves MASH. We watch it all the time. My first square.
Oh, and it looks good, sissy. So you can see I'm cutting these. So now we have 2 half square triangles right here. Okay, I have posted a poll, and for those that may be a little confused about what it means, YouTube has given an additional setting for us YouTube creators. To start with, it was you could run 2 lives. This just started, I don't know, a month or so ago. You could run 2 lives where you could run 1 vertical, 1 horizontal. The problem was, and the reason I wouldn't do it is because dual lives suck. And those of you who like doing, don't get mad at me because I said that, but it's dual lives put whoever's on the other end of that at a disadvantage. So what I mean is you got 2 lives running, but you're together with the other person, and you have these 2 channels running up the same line together. But if everybody congregates on that one person's channel, the other channel's not got anyone sitting in their chat. There's 2 chats, but 1 live. And you can't, like, if so, say, let me give you an example. Say I went live with Jody and we ran a dual live where she had her live on her end, and on my end, we're still running 1 video, but we have 2 different chats. She has her live chat and my live chat. And maybe everybody is sitting over in Jody's live chat and no one's sitting in my live chat. So she's getting all of the engagement, and my live's getting 0. And to me, that's not fair. If you're going to do something together where you are benefiting for watch hours for both channels, they need to fix it so that we both can see all of the chat. And the disadvantage was also I couldn't see what would be. So if with this scenario I'm talking about, Jody could see her chat, but she couldn't see my chat. And I could see my chat, but I couldn't see her chat. So anytime someone would answer someone in the chat, you would only hear what I call a one-sided conversation, because you're not hearing the 2 people having a conversation. You're only hearing one, but you're not seeing the other part of the conversation. And that creates a disadvantage for having a cohesive live. And I've tried doing dual lives in the past, and it's so stressful that it's not even worth trying. And like Jody says, it's confusing to her. Yes, it's super confusing to do it because it's not cohesive. So I don't do dual lives because of that. I'll go to your channel if you want me to come to your channel, or you can come to my channel if you want to. But now, I guess 2 or 3 weeks ago, they started saying that you could run 2 lives where you have vertical and horizontal at the same time when you're doing a live. The problem is you still have the disadvantage of if everybody congregates in the vertical live and only a few are in the horizontal live, those in the horizontal live only see what's going on in that horizontal live chat. And those who are in the vertical live chat only see what's going on in the vertical live chat. You're not seeing each other during this whole session going on. Now, this channel's running these 2 things and they're getting watch hours on both ends, but one side of this is getting the short end of the stick and being left out of the conversation altogether. And to me, that doesn't make it cohesive enough. And it's really, if you are a viewer and you're hearing a conversation, but you're not seeing the conversation, you're like, and when you try to say something and you're not being acknowledged, I don't know about anyone else, but I'll turn around and walk out, because why stay there if they're not going to answer my question? But now this week, they've offered something new. We can now set a setting on our lives where you can set it where it'll run both the horizontal and the vertical at the same time, but have 1 chat, which is what they should have did to start with so that it wouldn't be so confusing. And Jenny Drake says it is stupid to keep everyone separated like that. YouTube making nonsense up. Yeah, exactly. Because you end up with someone, if you're not a regular viewer, you're someone just visiting, and you come into a channel where there's two conversations going on and you only see one part of it. You're going to be like, and if you're commenting and you're not being acknowledged, you're not going to want to come back. And the idea is to have engagement for everyone, not one side of this situation. So now they set it where we can set our live to run both a vertical and a horizontal, and still be, the main chat will be everybody. So the poll is about whether you prefer horizontal, vertical, or do you want to have your choice of which one you want to do. But you'll still be in the same chat, is my understanding. I haven't done verticals because when I sew, I don't feel like people can see. If I put it in a vertical screen, you may not see everything that's going on here versus the horizontal where you have the wider picture. So just whatever, and let me know in the chat which one you like better, or you don't care, because some people don't care either way and will go either way. Right now I've just had this live set as a horizontal because I wanted to talk to you guys about it, to see what your thoughts were on whether you like, because I've always just done only horizontals as my live as far as my sewing is concerned. Now I've done verticals a couple times when I've been down at the harbor. Oh, thank you, Steph, for telling me that. Tell him I said thank you. And Andy's saying happy birthday to you, Myra. So that's what the poll is about. I'm just wondering where you guys are on that, or have you maybe you haven't experienced that yet, so you may not even know what it's about. But anyway, yeah. Okay, let's get these half square triangles cut. I'm wasting time. Joe says horizontal vertical is annoying to her. If they're running together, Joe, wider picture is better when I want to see things. If just listen, then I don't care about the layout. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking, because I would rather watch a horizontal if I'm going to watch a sewing thing or a cooking thing, or yeah, I watch YouTube shorts from time to time, but I mostly like watching horizontal stuff. The exception is I do watch Andy of Crafty Witch because she does verticals, but she's got her cameras turned so that you can see actually what she's doing, but you don't see her face. All right, I've got, wow, I might have more than I'm supposed to have here. 1, 2. I made more than I was supposed to make. That's too funny. Oh my goodness, I have more than I was supposed to. It looks like I have 16 of them instead of 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. I made 2 sets of these. Okay, I have extras. That's okay. This is telling you that my brain ain't working right now. Joe says, no, wider is better. All right, what I'm going to do now, as you can see, I've cut them in half. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finger press them open for right this minute before I take them over to the iron, so that I can clip the ears off of here, or the ears off here. And I will be putting these as open seams on these half triangles. Did you guys miss me a lot?
Yes, we did.
I missed you guys. I felt lost without you.
So while you're doing your thingies, can I talk about what I'm doing?
Sure, and let me spotlight you so they can see what you're doing.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So I said I wasn't going to do this. I said I wasn't going to buy a pre-cut kit until I got rid of a lot of UFOs. I lied to myself and to y'all, because I found a pre-cut kit that I fell in love with, and it seemed like a good buy. And everybody said it's a scam, but it actually eventually came in, and I absolutely love it. But I got all the pieces out and got them all separated and had the instructions. And the instructions, so this is the it's called Picnic Days, and it's pinks and purples and teals, which are my favorite. And it even gave the backing fabric, which is teals or purple. So I was in hog heaven. But the instructions. So those of you that don't know, I've never followed an instruction in my life except for sewing clothes. I've followed a pattern sewing clothes, but on quilts, I've just always created it in my mind and on a piece of graph paper and just figured it out somehow in my brain. And remembering that I'm a social worker, I'm mathematically challenged. Truly I am. But anyway, I was able to do it, and I've made some quilt tops, and so that's really awesome. But this is my first one with instructions. And so I understood exactly what they were saying, but what they gave me were all these beautiful pre-cut pieces, but none of them were labeled. And it didn't say which went with which light and dark went together. And so I finally found the company's website, and I emailed them and I called them, and they finally called me back. And the lady was so sweet. The company is myfabricaddiction.com, and the lady was so sweet. Her name was Jennifer, and she didn't laugh at me or make me feel stupid. So she told me, she said, no, we don't label anything specific so that you can decide how you want your version to be. So that freaked me out, but I said, thank you very much. And today I sat down and I got all the pinks done. And so my first two set of pinks, this is the first one. And while we've been talking, I've sewn these four. And I made sure all my stripes are going up and down because I'm anal retentive that way. And then the other one for this particular set is right here.
Oh, that looks good, Sissy.
And those white spots in the middle are actually white pieces of fabric. So so when I will have 2 blocks finished when I get these 2 dudes done. And there's 6 by 5, so however many that is. There's 5 columns and 6 rows. So I guess that's 30 blocks. So anyway, yeah, so this is my very first, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking because, you know, I'm not super experienced, and so yeah.
The thing is you'll be learning as you're doing this. So, you know, by the time you get it done, you'll have learned a lot from that, so that when you do the next one, you'll be more, it'll boost your confidence. Because believe me, I remember a time when I'm like, oh my God.
My birthday flowers. My husband bought me these little Harley Davidson earrings. They're purple. And but for my birthday, his mother had called and said he'd been retired a week, and why hadn't she seen him? And so I told him we could go visit her 3 hours away over in Magnolia Springs, Alabama. And he said, but tomorrow's your birthday. I said, it doesn't matter. Your mama wants to see you. And his mother is also almost 92. So it was like, let's go, because family's so important to me. So we went, and we were in Walmart. I was buying my breakfast drinks, and I said to him, I said, babe, I'm not complaining, but next year I'm putting you on notice that I want you to think about the fact that you know when my birthday is and you know when it's coming up. And I always have a card for you. And I really would like to have a birthday card next year that you bought before my birthday. I'd like to wake up and have a birthday card. And so he said, okay. I said, don't you dare go buy a birthday card right now in Walmart. This is like 6 p.m. And so he went to find his brother, and he comes back and he's got these flowers for me. And he says, well, I wanted you to have flowers on your birthday. And I was like, okay, all right. But my love language is gift giving. So I think about what I want to give my loved ones far in advance, and I have it all planned out, and that isn't his love language. So you have to kind of spell it out for him. And I did. So we'll see what next year brings. But that's what those are for. And I thought they'd be pretty in the background.
They are pretty. All right.
I can't wait for them all to bloom. So.
Yeah, they're going to be gorgeous. They have a strong smell to them?
Yes, they do, actually.
I was wondering about that because I know some sunflowers, I could have them outside and not be a big deal, but having them inside was. You know those hyacinth flowers that are grown from bulbs, and you see them in the springtime around the same time you see tulips in the store? I can't even have them in my yard because I'm allergic to them. They make my asthma go crazy. They are Glacier Star lilies, says Rock Marie.
Janet wants to know, where does your sister live, Katie, and is she close to you?
I wrote down.
You already answered. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, love.
I just didn't say where in Florida.
Hey, Robin.
Oh. Uh-oh, the iron needs to get back up again. So, we've done a little bit of work in the living room too since the last time I talked to you guys. I got curtains hung up. First time the living room's ever had curtains.
Good. That means when I come, I can prance around. You know what?
Yeah.
And neighbors won't be able to see me.
I don't think most of them would look, but it's the tourists that do the looking. It's kind of funny, but it's not funny. But I put curtains up in there because since we're going to use it as a staging area for emptying out the craft room, I didn't want the sunlight getting a hold of any of my fabric. Okay, let me show you where these half square triangles are going to go, and then I'll make that one flying geese for y'all, and then we're going to sew all of this, start sewing this together. The flying geese that you see here, except for one, has been sewn, but it may look sewn together right now, but it's not. Okay, so these are going to make.
That's so cool.
What do y'all think about the colors? I thought I would do a little bit of. I've already done 2 blocks with a little bit of green, but I decided I wanted to do a little more green too, and also putting this green with this. This is not orange. The camera makes it look orange. It's like a salmon color. Okay. Hang on a second. We got things sitting on here. It's not supposed to be on here. All right. So we're making like an hourglass here. We get them laid out so you can see what they look like. What do y'all think about these colors?
I love
I
them.
can't, thank you. I can't believe that we're on block number 19 now, but I also can't believe that we're 3 weeks into October already.
Crazy.
Christmas will be here before we know it. I don't even want to think about that one. But then followed by Christmas is going to be our 15th wedding anniversary. Why don't I have an extra one here? Oops. Okay. So far, this is what it looks like so far. Man, the camera makes this look like a dark green, and it's really not a dark green. Let me show it to you through the other camera. See, now the other camera's showing it almost like the color it really is. Look, Sissy. This is purple, not blue.
Okay.
These
I love
cameras
it.
are so weird. Pretty fall
I
color.
really love it. I like it a lot. That's
And,
a beautiful block.
Yeah, it's going to be really gorgeous. At least I think it's going to look great. I almost was thinking about putting a pinwheel in the middle of this. But I figured since I'm teaching the block, maybe I shouldn't modify it. Now listen, y'all. These, what they call negative space, there's no reason why you have to follow the total block. You can make this center any way you want to. You can turn it into 4 patches. You can put a pinwheel in the middle of it. You can make hourglasses to go in there. There's all kinds of things you could do with that center. I didn't do anything because I wanted you to see me put the block together. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and show you how to make the flying geese, and then we'll start sewing all this together. Felicia says those are pretty colors. Jenny says looks beautiful. Thank you, everyone. I tell
we
you
like
what,
it.
that wall over there is going to be really colorful before it's over with. All right, so now, like I was telling you about the flying geese, you have a rectangle here, okay? Then you need to draw a line diagonal. Then you're going to, I've already done one side, so now we're going to do the other side so you can see how to do this. We have this angle, and so what happens is when you sew diagonal here, then you're going to fold it over like this. It's going to give you that flying geese hereafter, okay? Or if you were doing this, it's the same thing as what they call a stitch and flip. Now, after you've done that, yeah, we need to trim it first because we're going to be sewing on another piece. Now what you're going to do is come back over here with your ruler, line up your 1/4 inch here on that seam where you made your seam. And I always flip it over to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to be doing before I trim it. I don't throw away my stitch and flips because I'll sew them and make small half square triangles out of them. And then I'll use them, I'm going to use them in a scrappy quilt top. Okay, then fold it back over. And I made my little squares just a little bit bigger because flying geese are my nemesis. Now what you're going to do now, I'm going to lay it on top of this ruler. We are going to take this other one, going to line it up corner, this bottom corner here, this side and this side, okay? Because I cut this block a little bit bigger, or this square a little bit bigger, sorry. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sew this diagonal line. Then you'll test it, you'll flip it back to make sure that it lays the way you want it. And then I'll show you what to do from there when you've used a little bit bigger square. Donnelly says, I get to see the beauty of leaves changing through Jody and Steph's eyes. Not much season. Yeah, there's not a lot in South Florida. Yeah, we had lots of fall here. What were you gonna say, Sissy?
I said, hello, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie. All right, so what we're gonna do, like I said, is we're gonna sew on that vertical line. And then I'll need to switch my sewing machine foot because we're going to be going to sew all of these pieces together, doing a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Okay. All right. Now what I always do before I cut is I want to make sure this is going to lay the way it's supposed to, which it does. So I'll go ahead and trim off this other part like I showed you a minute ago. We'll go ahead and take that off. Then I'm going to take it over to the iron and press it. And then I'm going to show you, you know how I said I made these squares a little bit bigger? I'll show you how to trim it down to the size you're supposed to have it. Because we don't have to trim down here on the bottom. And you only need a 1/4 inch seam allowance up here.
Donnelly, the 24th, I'm going camping in southern Alabama for a week. And so I'm hoping to see some pretty fall colors.
Man, I would like to be up in the states where they're having all the fall color. If you guys are having lots of fall color in your areas, you can share your pictures either on the Greenland Quilter Facebook group, or you can show them over on my community tab. Feel free to do that so we can see them, because I love seeing fall colors. Not to make anyone sad, but y'all need to be, if y'all that are prayer warriors, y'all be saying prayers for the Inuit people of Alaska, because 1,500 people are 1,500 Inuits are displaced right now because of a typhoon.
Flooding. So
yep, high winds and flooding. A lot of people lost their homes this week.
Hey, Rita.
Hey, Rita. The sad thing is they were supposed to have a grant that was supposed to take care of this issue. You know, what to, you know, use it to build so that flooding, they could correct some of the flooding issues. And that grant was taken away. So now they don't have any money to do anything. So say, keep them in
Excuse
y'all.
me. Yes, definitely keep them in your prayers.
Rita says, Katie, I'm
Here,
glad to meet
I'll
you
have
better.
you.
I'm trying to. And Donnelly says, you'll see more up there, Myra. Have fun in the down home, Alabama. All right, I've trimmed these.
Find you something, Grady.
Rita, for your information, I'm going to mold her soon to get better.
My husband and his. All right, now I've got all these flying geese made. Now there is 8 sets of flying geese right here. What we got? Oh my goodness, we're about to get.
I need to go to
Okay.
Lowe's
Okay.
Hey, Bill.
on our way there. I need 480 of these.
My word, sis said hello. And
Hi, Bill.
that's Mr. Wonderful. He just made an 8-hour round trip to pick up a trailer for us.
Fell out of the camper.
You fell?
Yeah, a trip.
Oh, honey, are you okay?
Yeah,
Ah, did you just break my board? Come around here so you can say hello.
I just said hello.
Okay, fine.
Mr. Feisty.
Are you going to Lowe's now? On our way out.
I was
Okay.
glad to hear that, Nico. All right, this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to sew this one to this. I always, for some weird reason, I always start right to left. I don't know why. So I'll sew this to this, this to this, this to this, all the way down. It'll be chain sewing. And then I'll put them back up here so you can see them. And then when I get all my chain sewing together done, then I'll take it over to the iron and press it. And then we're going to sew the next set. Then we'll sew each quadrant together until we have everything ready to go, where we're going to sew a row at a time together. So let's start with this one first.
So cool.
My ISP
I'm
has
excited. This is just so cool.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Rita says, my ISP has been doing massive work on the lines, upgrading for G5 and fiber optics. So 16 days, I only had internet for a few minutes a day other than my cell phone. I hear you on that. And when you get all of that, when they finally get all that done, Rita, you are going to be a happy camper. See, we have good internet coverage here. You would think because we are in such a remote area, we wouldn't, but actually the internet here is really good. But Nikolai told me that the ship will now have Starlink on board, which I'm not too happy about. But it will improve their connection so that he can talk to me easier. All right, now we're going to do these flying geese. One thing I want to mention is when you're doing the flying geese, make sure that you don't chop off your point here if you can help it. And generally what I do is I'll pin this one. And then I'll flip it over so I can see where this is at. So when I run my machine through here, I'm not cutting off the point. And Rita says, I love that block, Katie. Wow, thank you. This block is not terribly hard to do. Like I said, the only obstacle I ran into was its, yeah, the flying geese part of it. Y'all are quiet tonight. What are you eating? Oh, I forgot you were going to graze on shrimps today. He's in there eating raw shrimp right now.
He's eating what?
Raw shrimp.
Raw?
Yeah. That's a normal thing here.
As in uncooked?
Yep.
Bubba, you're going to get worms.
Nope. They eat raw all the time here. Would I eat raw? No. Only because I just wasn't raised that way. And because I think raw seafood tastes too strong. Sometimes he'll sit over there and eat raw whale meat, or he'll eat dried fish with matok, which is whale fat. It's not been cooked. This is pretty much the Inuit way here.
Hey, Joy.
Who just came in? Hi, Joy T. Welcome, welcome. I've been watching Jaja's channel too. She don't have very many videos yet because she's so new, but I've been watching her videos too. I've been watching a lot of people's videos since I've been out of commission. Even Rita's got some of my watch hours. Some of her watch hours came from me too. Okay, now I've done that, and I don't want to keep on doing. Some people will go ahead and take it on, you know, all the way over. I don't, because it's easy for me to turn a half square triangle in the wrong direction and then not know I did it until I start laying it back out. So, and because I'm having trouble focusing, for right now, we're going to keep it simple and put it back where it was at. I'm just going to lay it out right here so you can see it. I used to love sushi, raw fish of any type, but for whatever reason, I became severely allergic to any type of seafood. That
Oh.
happens to some people. I'm sorry, Rita.
That would make me so sad.
I definitely think we need to
And
eat.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this one. This is gonna look yum. Oh my goodness. These two flying geese hooked together like this look good. I just got to make sure that when I do the sewing to the main block, these purple lines up right. She's not in there begging. Did you give her some?
One
Shell and all, or are you peeling the shell off of it?
shell off.
Okay, good, because I don't know what will happen if you feed that like that with the shell on it.
She ate the damn thing.
The whole thing?
Yep.
I think that if it don't eat her, she's going to eat it. So hey, Sissy. Oh, I forgot to update you guys on something. So a veterinarian came to our town this past weekend. And you know, my dog hasn't seen a vet in 5 years, 4 or 5, something like that. And she hadn't had her vaccinations in all that time. Rabies can go, I think, 3 years before you're required to get it again. But she hadn't had all the other in all that time. But anyway, my biggest thing was getting her vaccinated again, and also getting her nails cut because they were so long and she won't let us cut them. First thing the vet said was, she's too heavy. And I said, well, I have no idea. I said, yeah, I know she's too heavy. You're not telling me nothing I don't already know. I just don't have any idea how much she weighs. She weighs 17 pounds, which for a female standard Dachshund, a female can weigh up to 25 pounds. So I'm like, if a female can weigh 25 pounds, I can't even imagine how it can move around. And males can weigh up to 28 pounds. But she tried to she asked me what I was feeding her, and I told her, and she went to start to say something about bacteria and everything. I'm like, look, before you start that, don't. I've been doing raw diets on dogs for as long as I can remember, and I have never had a problem feeding them raw. Most people who feed their dogs raw do the research before they just actually start feeding them. I said the only thing that I am concerned about while she's on it is I can't get organ meat for her. So she gave me a website to buy what it's called, barf vitamins. What in the world? Uh-oh, we got a problem with the sewing machine. It's not sewing. Why is it not sewing?
Did you say BARK vitamins?
Barf. BARF.
Oh, that's horrible.
It means, I forget what BARF stands for, but it's basically has to do with dogs who eat raw food. But they do have vitamins that I can order that can supplement her on the things that she might be not getting due to not getting organ meat. What were you going to say, honey?
Terry, you better.
Hey, Terry. She says, hello, everyone. Glad to hear you are better. My small German Shepherd is 60 pounds. Can't imagine a Dachshund that would weigh 30 pounds. Yeah, me neither. But she's just under the limit of taking her in the front of an airplane. So that made me happy to know. An update also on our runway. Didn't they say April?
Yeah.
In April, our runway will be ready for business.
Come in on a helicopter.
You can still do the helicopter if you want to go to Nanavalik or some smaller places anyway.
Like ice cap.
All
To the
right.
There's the helicopter to see the ice cap where we get to land on the ice cap,
Okay.
which is so cool. I don't know why it didn't sew to start with, but it seems fine now. That was weird. So anyway, she clipped her nails. And she's supposed to come back in January, so I'll be able to take her back in January because I'm going to get her to fill out her passport and everything because that needs updating. And also, I was thinking about that way if I want to go to Nuke or something with her, I can. Because domestically, I don't have to even have a passport to fly her around as long as it's not north of the Arctic Circle. She's not allowed north of the Arctic Circle because she's a dog, not a sledge dog. Only sledge dogs are allowed north of the Arctic Circle. And if they ever go south of the Arctic Circle, they can never come back.
Well, what kind of bugs do y'all have?
What do you mean?
You know,
because-
that they've got to keep it so pristine and so.
They don't want other people's dogs breeding their sledge dogs. The sledge dog breed of Greenland is about to go into the Guinness World Record as being the oldest living domestic dog in the world. Because if people were allowed to bring their dogs north of the Arctic Circle, they would be crossbreeding them and their whole breeding would be diluted out by mixed breed dogs. And the idea is to keep them pure. It's the same. There's the same kind of rule in Iceland about Icelandic horses. They only have Icelandic horses in Iceland, and if a Icelandic horse leaves Iceland, it can never come back either, because they don't want them to be bred by other horses. It's the idea is to keep the bloodline the way it's supposed to be.
Sherry's here too.
Hey, Sherry. All right, got these two done.
Hello.
All right, now we're gonna do this. Norm, go wet. Get in your bed. Bed. Go. Bed. Go pester daddy.
Pester mom.
Pester daddy.
Pester mom.
Go pester daddy. Go see daddy. Go tell daddy about it. No, she's over here telling me about it. No fair.
Oh.
No, now she's gonna go tell you too. Y'all, it's been hilarious with Nora. She's been really attentive because of the problems I've been having. But when Nikolai crawls into bed, as far as she's concerned, I'm chopped liver. It's spooning time between her and Nikolai. It's so funny. Carrie says, have to run, have fun. You have a good night, Carrie. What time is it anyway?
Okay, I need some talking down here.
Okay, what's going on?
I think I want to take this entire block apart, or this entire square apart,
Mhm.
because, and I think I want to sew my two triangles together first because they're wonky. You see what I mean, Wonky?
Can you put it up closer? to
Because
the
they're
camera?
not,
Oh, I
not,
see. Oh, they're a little bit off. You can always just is it aligned on the outside edge on both sides?
I don't know.
What I mean is, okay, look at me for a minute.
Mhm.
Is it on both sides here on, on both sides? Is both sides aligned? This side and this side, just this, I'm talking about the edge here, not what's inside of it. Because I'm going to give you a hint. If this is lined up here, this outer edge and this outer edge is lined up, but you're off a little bit here somewhere, you can take the seam out of, you can take part of the seam out and then take your pin and realign it to where you're wanting it at, and then pin that area and then just sew that back. And then you won't have to take the whole seam out. But now if it's not straight down here, like it's a little too far out or a little too far in, then you might have to take the whole seam out. Do you understand?
All right, well, let's see. Yeah, I do. I'm just going to do this one side and see what happens.
Hi, Tammy. Hi, Donna. Katie, check your top geese. Oh, I got them turned the wrong way. Oops. Wait a minute. Which way are they supposed to go again? Oh, I got them turned wrong.
Oopsie.
This is turned wrong. Thank you for pointing that out. I wouldn't have noticed it until it was too late. No. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. I see what she's talking about now. I sewed it on the wrong side. Oops. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, y'all, says Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy says she's sending me a new email. I saw the email, but I hadn't answered it yet because I was a little like, wait a minute, I don't understand exactly. And I just hadn't got around to answering you yet. Oh, one other thing I guess I should bring up while we're doing this. We still haven't done the drawing. So I don't know how many of you have looked at my channel sub numbers. If you haven't, you should go look, because I'm a little bit freaked out by what's going on.
What does that
But
even mean? Sub.
Subscribers. See, I was doing a drawing because I hit 5,000K, but you should go look at my subscribe numbers now.
It's at 77.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reset the drawing for probably the first Saturday in November, because I need to get caught up on things and make sure that I don't end up back down again. I'm going to try to do a live tomorrow, and as long as I don't go too long, I should be fine. Right now we're at an hour and a half in, and I'm doing pretty good considering. Linda says, taking hubby to doctors for an appointment to Gainesville, and I have to be designated driver to bring him back. Dog Jake gets to vacation in pet paradise while they're away. You're going to Gainesville, Florida, Linda, or Gainesville, South Carolina?
Gainesville, Georgia.
Is there a Gainesville in Georgia?
You betcha.
I didn't know there was a Gainesville in Georgia. That's interesting. I see what she was talking about. You know, I sewed my purple the wrong direct, my purple flying geese the wrong direction. Glad you caught that, because I wouldn't have caught it until I went to sew it, and then it'd be like, uh-oh. Hey, Kristen. What's been going on? Man, I'm gonna have to stand up. Ow. Jenny says, holy moly, 7.79K. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, mine says 7780.
She says 7.79.
Yeah, but mine says 7.78.
Must have changed between the time you looked and refresh and see if you see the difference now. Either way, we're getting close to 8,000, which is crazy. Joy T says, congratulations. And Kristen says she hopes I'm feeling better. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit better. I'm not out of the woods by no means. I'm still in pain, but it's under control right now. I told Nikolai yesterday, I really wish it would just go away where it's not aggravating the heck out of me. And I'm standing up because.
And I will mold you soon.
You are funny, my love. Congrats, that's awesome, says Kristen too. So Joy T and Kristen.
Jeez, you got the hang of it.
Who?
Her.
Well, you're just feeding her the body, right?
Yeah, me.
What was she doing before? Just swallowing it and not chewing it? Or she's learning how to catch it? She's like, don't give her too many.
Only two. That's it.
I don't know how much fat's in those other. Have you already fed her tonight?
Yeah.
What did you give her tonight? Because I wasn't over there watching.
Eat, chicken wing and leg.
Okay.
And egg too.
And an egg too? Okay. Yeah, don't give her too many.
That's it. Don't get any more.
Because she also had almasot today, didn't she? Thought she did.
Okay, here's my question to you.
Okay.
Can I sew all these two into a triangle before I sew them to these two?
If you
to
were
make
making,
sure that I've got my lines going right.
you could, but you're going to have to change the other part of the triangle too. Basically, you could either make flying geese or you can make half square triangles and sew it that way. Turn the whole block into half square triangles.
I don't understand. I've got these pieces and then I've got two triangles. And I want to sew these two together first and then sew them onto these two.
So if you sew those two together, yeah, you should be able to. You'll be doing like what they call a partial seam. You know how to do that, right?
I'll figure it out.
What you could do is cut you some scrap pieces. You've got some scraps laying around, I'm sure. Cut some into those shapes and then test run it before you play around with those that you actually already have done as pre-cuts.
I'll just take them all out. It's okay. I learned a new quilt term or sewing term, and maybe it's not new to you all.
What new
Do
term
you
did
know what a French seam is?
No. French seam. Wait, isn't that where you sew, where the seam is not? You sews the seam in so that you can't see the raw edge, like you do on a pillowcase. Yes, then I know what it is.
Well, I didn't know that term, and I learned that term yesterday.
Oh, cool.
So, and the reason I learned it is because I'm going to make little shoe bags for everybody that's going on the cruise from our class. There's only 10 of us, so it's not like I'm making 8 million. But anyway, I'm going to make these little shoe bags, and the ladies on the YouTube said, make your French seam so that when they wash it, because, you know, they'll need to wash it because the shoes will be, you know, won't always be clean, that, you know, then nothing will unravel. And, you know, she discussed how to do that. And I was like, well, that is just the coolest thing ever. It's an extra step, but it makes it nicer and it makes sense to me why to do it and the advantages to do it.
Cool. Cindy says, Katie, you could shoot for 10,000. Thinking of that just scares me. But yeah, it's doable, looks like. Joy T says she's here, but laying down. Tammy says, okay, the email is sent now. I'm giving you the option to swap your price from Super Chat giveaway to something else if you'd like. Okay. And then she says, hi, everybody. I'm only here until I'm ready to start recording my video for tonight. And let me see here. Jenny Drake says, it looks like you would be doing a Y seam on what you're working on, Myra, if you were going to do it that way. And she said she knows what it is, but okay. All right, we're caught up. And if y'all are not, if you have a channel, please type exclamation selfie to share your channel so that people can go over, and if they're not subscribed, they can find your channel easily and go subscribe to it.
Sabrina is here too.
Who is?
Sabrina.
Yes, she is.
Tammy, I think.
Yeah, Tammy. Yep, she sent me an email. So I got the email from where I'd won something, and I, from the drawing. I just hadn't answered it yet. Tammy, I'll answer the email later, either tonight or tomorrow, probably tonight, more than likely. Pins.
Kiss.
Kind of kiss. Oh, Mr. Raw Lips? No thanks. No. Nah. You can keep your raw lips. This is a joke between me and him when he eats raw stuff. Okay, as you can see, I've now sewn these together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over to the iron now and press them real good. And then what I'll do is I'll sew this to this one, these together here, and then we'll start sewing the quadrants together. So let me take it over and press it. Robin, I'm doing an EPP dress and plate table runner. It is with different size shapes. It's a learning curve for me. I haven't even learned how to do one of those yet.
I need out, will ya?
Maybe she needs to go outside.
I was checking out.
She got water.
Wanna go shoo-shoo?
Gotta go shoo-shoo?
Looks like a no.
You gotta go shoo-shoo? Oh, maybe her ball's stuck somewhere. I haven't seen it, have you?
Oh, here.
Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't know if that's what she was complaining about. Miss Needy Butt. Miss Needy Butt.
Really? Really?
She's just looking at you?
Yeah.
Maybe she needs.
Oh.
Ooh, this be hot. This block is coming together. We might get it done before the 2-hour mark, maybe. Last time I said that, it didn't turn out that way.
Yeah.
Because I had trouble with that other block. Which I'm going to redo. Speaking of these blocks, I was thinking when I hit the 20 mark, I will do another like little mini block trunk show, so you can see each block one at a time on one of the lives. Probably I'll do it at the end of October, and I'll run you through them again, and then we'll continue on. I have catching up to do because my goal was to get 31 of these made, or 30. Yeah, I think it's 30. Yeah. And I'm not nowhere near there yet, because right now we're going to hit 20, so that means 10 more, and I got behind because I took 2 weeks off because of everything going on. Have a great night, everyone. You too, Joe. Way to go. It's fun, isn't it? Yeah.
I went through the shrimp box.
You've already eaten half of it?
Yep.
Wow, honey. Are they completely thawed out?
Not all.
All the way? I figured they hadn't had a chance to thaw out.
I put them in the water. So
Oh, you're speed thawing them.
yep. Oh, they'll go.
Oh, I bet I know what she's complaining about. She probably wants some more shrimp.
Yeah, but
Here,
no.
you can give her 2 or 3 more if you want.
No. No.
Say, but Daddy,
No.
I love seafood. Seafood and eat me.
Seafood. You know what? Seafood.
Yep. It's funny.
Really?
Wow, these are hot. The iron's very hot. Almost there, y'all, and then I'll start. I'll come back over and we'll start putting them together. And this one is a little bit off. I'm gonna leave it alone, I think. Spoiled child. All right, here we go. Oh. Okay. One thing I want to do is I want to get a hold of these thick seams right here with my seam roller.
No.
Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll sew these together, because these are the only pieces that need sewing together. But when I get here, we'll do this, and then I'll start doing them as quadrants. Robin says, my fingers get sore. There are 45 in the large and 20. Hey, by the way, did you already say how many you've gotten done of your diamonds, Robin? Because if you did, I didn't see what you said. Okay, yeah, now I see it. She says, yes, I have 10 large and 6 mediums done so far. Okay. That's awesome. She's doing EPPs, Myra. She had 12,000 hexagons to baste, and she got all of them done. Joyce says, hey, Katie Bugs, Myra, and Chatters. Hey, Joyce. Good to see you. Do you guys know if Donna's going live tonight or not? Because I didn't set the. Let me know if anyone knows the answer to that. Let me see what time it is.
9, 10.
Yeah, we're doing good with the time.
You're on the way to 2 hour mark.
Huh?
You are on your way to 2 hour mark.
Yeah, at 9:30.
Yeah.
Nora, bed. Come on, get in your bed. 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 Get in your bed. Go on. Tammy says, gotta go record. Have fun, y'all. See you later, Tammy. And I'll answer your email after the live. All right, we're going to be pinning these so that I can get my alignment right, because you got to make sure when you're sewing these two seams together, you want to make sure that these are parallel to each other. And I always like to pin before I sew them. That way I know I have them. Sometimes they still end up out of a line and I have to go back and fix it. But for the most part, usually they stay put once I've pinned them. I made chicken potato chowder. It's so good. Wow, that does sound yummy. I've never. Joyce says, glad to see you back, Katie, and feeling better. Hi, Nico. That was from Joyce, honey.
Hi, Joyce.
Huh?
Tammy just left.
Yeah, she said she had to go make a record or do a recorded video.
Oh. Tammy is the Siberian Wind, right?
Yeah. She's the one I watch late at night. Like she comes on around late at night, like William does.
Yeah, it was Andrew that was asking her.
Oh, okay. Katie, did you ever see my email? Hang on a minute. When did you send it, Joyce? Just so I know. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. Yes, Joyce, I did. And if you look over on my community tab, and I think I posted it in the Facebook group. I hope I did. I definitely put it on the community tab in the YouTube channel part. I posted the picture of the quilt top that you made with the friendship jelly roll we did together. It's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, I saw it, Joyce. I posted the picture over on the YouTube channel. I wasn't sure if you are a member of the Facebook group. Let me know. I think I was going to ask you that, and then if you said no, then I wasn't sure if you wanted it on the Facebook group or not. But I did post it on my YouTube community tab. I did do that, along with some other ones too. She says, Jaja says, be right back. I need to fix that thing. It says, share your channel. It doesn't bother to tell you what to do. I don't know how I messed that up. I tagged you in it, but I don't know if you got any YouTube message showing that I had done that. At least I think I tagged you in it. I think at the end of this month we should do a uh share me to share the screen and share everybody's beautiful work between the community tab and the Facebook group. Okay, I'll post it over on the Facebook group. Yeah, it's beautiful. But I definitely did it. I did post it on my YouTube channel community tab. That got done there. You'll have to scroll down to find it because I have since posted more stuff. You know how prolific I am. It's running down my leg.
Everybody that's just come in.
It's interesting when you take this away, what this looks like when you just have this part of it on here. Hi, Lainey. Glad to see you guys. Thank you for streaming today. Thank you for coming. And hi, Yadira. How you doing? Andrea says, this is going to change my life. I have been so introverted because of not being able to converse with people. So you're being, how's that working out? Tell us, have you been able to hear better tonight, Andrea? She got some aids to help with her hearing. Yadira says, fine or good, thank you. And Lainey's got lots of thumbs up and love the little hearts and 100. All right. Let's take this out. Andrea, this is an awesome community. Yes, it is. I've been thinking about making a video, a pre-recorded video for YouTube creators on how to turn on closed captioning in YouTube lives. Because I know some people don't know how to do it. And I think if I did a little short video on how to do it, it might help some people with doing it.
Lord have mercy.
What?
Yeah.
Are you getting frustrated? Take a, there's more than one set of blocks you can make, right? Step away from that particular block and do a different block. Hi, Shelby. She says she's been doing some fall cleaning and decluttering today. I need to stand up again.
Please come to my house when you're through. We'll keep the momentum going.
I really hope I didn't do what I think I did. I sure did. I turned my triangles the wrong way. Not on one, but two. This one's, yeah. My goodness. I just realized I was turning these the wrong way. So now I have, see, I knew I was going to make a mistake tonight. And I just made one. Now I got to rip them, all 4 of them out. Well, 3 of them out. This one wasn't sewn, so at least I was doing this one the right way. I turned the triangles the wrong way. But it's fixable. Just rip it out, turn it
Yay.
around, and it's all good again.
I like fixable.
Shelby says, laugh out loud, Meyer. Well, it's easier to help someone else than declutter my own stuff. You know what makes it even easier to declutter is when someone joins you and helps you do it. Where you're doing it together as a team. Sherry says, I can't find anything on Donna going live. Okay. We've been having some exceptional northern lights the last couple of days. None yet right now. That CME was supposed to hit the planet sometime.
There might be some.
What are you getting in a fight with over there?
Well, the pipe from the vacuum
The
cleaner.
vacuum cleaner. Joyce says, I need someone to come help me organize my sewing room. My daughter is offered to, but if I let her, she would want to just throw everything away and not happen. Yep.
I can give a hand if I live close.
I don't know about children who think it's okay to throw their parents' stuff away. There was some
My
comment.
daughter says, I don't have an emotional attachment to this stuff, Mom. So you do, I don't.
Yeah, I'll show them to right now, but not this minute. I'm trying to do something, and you're distracting me from. Unless you want to come over here and show it to them.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I would have to stop what I'm doing to do that. And I want to get this. I'm trying to focus. We have lots of pictures from last night's Northern Lights. Oh my goodness, some of them are so.
A couple of days.
Yeah, they're exceptional. Thinking about making a video out of the pictures. I have to take all 3 of these out because I sewed them on the wrong side. Joyce says
Wait.
my daughter minimalist.
I see why I can't sew this.
Why?
Well, because then it doesn't go together. So I'm having to take it all out. But that's okay.
Did they give you extras in case you messed up something?
Doesn't look like it. I'm not cutting fabric, I'm only sewing fabric, so
Yeah, I know.
it can have
Um,
8 million holes in it. I don't care.
While I'm thinking about it, how many of you guys in the chat signed up for the Rosa Your Way boxes? Let me know in the chat. I'm doing the Batiks box and the Rainbow 12 days one, which means that one, the Rainbow one will probably be cotton, not Batiks. Lainey says, we've been seeing a lot of full moons out here in the Northern California for a while. Beautiful, beautiful in the sky. Yep. You'll have to put it right in front of the camera. Hang on, let me see if I can. Hang on a minute, you guys. Let me know if you can see this when I spotlight it.
Oh, yes.
I just,
Hello, sorry.
well, I spotlighted, then you take it away.
Duh.
That's beautiful.
I caught it in the lake too.
Yeah, there's see the reflection down there on the bottom here? Right there. That's the
Yeah.
lake. They got that glare from whatever's wrong with your screen cover.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go in another 4 minutes.
Okay.
So I've gotten all these pieces undone, unsewed. So at least that's a good thing.
You off to an appointment or something?
We're going to my grandson's football game.
That's right.
He is, no, he's in the band.
Band. Band on the run.
He plays the flute and he plays the oboe and I don't know what else.
Well, that's just outstanding, Myra, because remember when my kids were in band, mainly Kristen, the other
Can
two
I
did
see my
band.
shirt?
My heart is in the band.
And on the back, it has my grandson's name.
Do you know what music they're using?
No.
Because the year Kristen graduated, they did We're an American Band music when they were competing and stuff. That's what they
Yeah,
did.
somebody's using some Harry Potter stuff. I don't remember what Griffin's group is doing. I know that sounds terrible, but I just don't.
I'm like, what Harry Potter music?
Must be Harry Potter themes.
Must be.
That's more like cheating to me. Because they're favorite. They have to be favorite. You know?
Joyce says, laugh out loud, Nico. You read my mind.
But what?
I don't know, whatever you
Cheating?
yeah. Whatever you said.
Probably cheating with the band songs.
Yeah, Band on the Run. Let's see. I love that song. Just done with a mighty crash. Blah, 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 blah. First one said to the second one there, I hope you're having fun. Band on the Run. I was watching some Rod Stewart. I guess he did some live with a couple of his songs, and I'm like, my goodness, that brings back memories. And I used to didn't like Rod Stewart. Now I like his music. It's so weird. The older I get, the more I like certain things. And I think I will
Band
always.
on the run, Joyce said.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
First one said to the second one there, I hope you're having fun. Now that song's going to be on my brain for a little while.
Sis, I'm out. I love you.
Love you too.
Don't
Thank you for
stay
coming
too
and
much
helping me.
longer because you don't want to push it till you're really hurting, okay?
Okay, I'm just trying to get this block finished. Try to get it finished at least.
Okay.
Thank you for coming tonight. I love you. Have fun at the football game.
Thanks. I love you bunches. We'll talk to you later. Bye,
love you too.
everybody.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye, darling.
Katie, I will never pin a stitch and flip again. Deb, the pug mom on her show today showed me glue. Yeah, glue. I don't mind pinning actually. You don't you end up with glue in the seam? See, now I press my seams open, so glue would not work for me.
I'm gonna tease you, my love.
Doing what?
Oh, let's say.
That can't be on my YouTube channel, babe.
I know.
Turn it off.
That-
They'll flag me.
You know who that is?
Yes, I know who it is.
Oh,
Paul McCartney.
yeah.
Paul McCartney and Wings originally sung that song. You can't put it on the YouTube. You are copyright blah blah blah. Which I don't have a problem with actually, because I agree with the copyright laws. Remember coming home? You remember me and watching me and Mike argue over that subject? You remember that?
Yeah.
We were arguing over it about the DVDs. I'm like, you can go to jail if you want to, but you're not taking me with you. My snowballs are coming out perfect, says Joyce. Oh, good. She says, no, you put a dab on the outside corner. Oh. But are you able to reuse those pieces of the stitch and flip, Joyce? Because see, I save my stitch and flips and turn them into half square triangles. I don't know what you're complaining about, Nora. Okay, now then, let's turn this around and get this going in the right direction. And flying geese. I know Kimberly does that, but she doesn't save the stitch or the part she cuts off. So I figured with glue on it, you couldn't sew them. What kind of glue are you using? I was going to tell y'all about something, and now I forgot what it was I was going to tell you about. Oh, I know. I know some of you know who I'm talking about who I'm about to mention. Nick, a paranormal poet, he's going to we're going to do a collaboration together. And here's my plan. I don't know exactly when we're going to do it yet, but I'll let you know when we figured it out. He is going to read one of the Greenland stories. Probably Kiviak will be one of them. Kiviak, yeah, sorry. Kiviak. Am I still saying it wrong?
Yeah, you said you, yeah.
Oh, Kiviak. Okay, got you. He's going to do a reading where he's going to narrate it, the story, and we're going to do the narrating where he's narrating while we're sewing. I'm not going to be talking while he's narrating. He has this really great voice, and he can make it. And I'm thinking I want to do it toward Halloween or something, maybe at the end of the month, if I could, if we can accomplish getting that set up that way. And he's going to tell a couple Greenlandic stories, and he's going to be the narrator.
Welcome back, Raven.
Hi, Raven. because he has that type of voice where he would sound really good narrating these stories.
That's good stuff, 'cause I can smell that.
What do y'all think about that? I think it'll be fun for us while we're sewing, and we'll just be sewing something. All of us be working on whatever project we're working on, and he'll be doing the collaboration on my channel with me, and he's just going to read. And but the way he reading it'll be very interesting for you guys.
George said that sounds great. And Sherry said, cool.
Every now and then you see a YouTube creator, usually men, that have these great voices. They would make, it's kind of like an example of that's not a YouTube channel maker, but a movie maker, was Vincent Price. I mean, he did the narration on Michael Jackson's Thriller. Some people just have that voice, and this young man, he's got that voice. Yeah, Nick has an amazing voice, and I think, and I talked to him about whether he'd be interested in doing a narrating for me, and he said he would. Stitch Me Up Laney says, crocheting pumpkins right now. Jaja says, oh, that reminds me. I left a comment on Kathy Hicks Quilt and tagged your channel link. I don't know if it notifies you. Told her I think you two would have a good chat. Okay, I'll look into that. What's the name of her channel? So it's called Kathy Hicks Quilts. Okay, let me write that down because I need me some more interviewees, especially with everything going on with me not being able to sit in a chair for long periods of time. Kathy Hicks Quilt. Time to stand up again. Oh, Katie Hicks. Why did I say Kathy? Katie Hicks Quilts. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I will get up with her. I did try to email someone the other day. I can't remember the name of her channel. And she hasn't answered me yet because I visited her channel the other day because I didn't even know who she was until I happened to come across her channel during a live. She was having a live. I don't remember the name of the channel at the moment. I will have to go and look, but she hasn't answered my email, so I don't know if she's interested or not. I also want to get someone that's sitting in this channel right now. I want to interview her when she's not so busy. You know who you are. Joyce says, Mama would be a good, Mama W would be a good one to have on your show. What's the exact name of her channel? Oh, Country, okay, Country Farmhouse Quilts. Okay. Yeah, y'all send me suggestions. You're more than welcome to even email me if you come across somebody you think would be great. And I'll be pursuing it because I need some more new podcasts. I haven't done a podcast for a little while. I've been trying to find some new people to interview and I haven't come across anyone. Then the other day I was on someone's live channel. I didn't even know who they were. I'm like, wow, look at her beautiful quilts. I think I did too wide of a seam on that one. I'm almost there where we can start sewing quadrants together. I'm sorry it's taking me so long. I'm getting distracted by pain is part of it. Probably soon, yeah, I'm gonna have to soon. But I want to get this block done. I don't want it to whip me and not let me finish it. I know, but it's aggravating me that. I actually, Andrea, I have interviewed Brenda from Mount Scrapmore, and we've actually sewn together too. This block is. I'm gonna have to press these blocks open too, or press them before I start sewing them together. I've already done these, but now I've sewed these. So we'll get that done in here in just a second. All right. Stroll over to Jaja's channel to, oh yeah. You hear that? The bots. Hey, Jody. Did you get into trouble with your kayak, Jody? Country farmhouse quilting. Yep, I've written it down. How about Blue Rooster Farm? Nope, I've not heard of that one either. Y'all are giving me something to think about. Hey, Fairbricks. Welcome, welcome. We're having a time with these blocks for some weird reason. Somebody just text you?
Yep. One of those that I'm part of the Lego group
Yeah.
just sent me a response saying it's big.
I can't wait for that sewing machine to come out. We got to make sure we don't miss out on that kit. You hear me? We cannot miss out on that kit. I'm so excited about that sewing machine. $2026 is supposed to be when it hits the market. So for those that don't know, Lego is doing a sewing machine kit that'll hit the market in 2026. And it looks like a featherweight sewing machine. The designer got enough votes for them to decide to do the kit. I can go look it up and tell you how many pieces are going to be in it. I think it should be a picture over on the Lego site. I'll show it to you after I get this block done. Maybe Nikolai can go look up the link where I don't have to go find it. It should be under that because it's a Lego idea. That's the category you'll find the sewing machine under is Lego ideas.
Okay, I'll go there now.
Yeah.
Lego
ideas. That's where you'll find it. You'll have to scroll through until you find it.
more.
There's a bunch of things on the lake or the idea list right now. But they scheduled that one to be 2026. It just didn't say when in 2026.
Lego ideas, right?
Yep. can't remember that. I should have wrote down the Lego number for it because it actually has a number and everything. If you've not been to Andrea's channel, hop on over there and subscribe to her channel.
I can't
And
see it.
you have to scroll to find it.
I can't see it. I am at the Lego idea, but I cannot see it.
Well, you have to wait and let me look for it then because I saw it. Are you on the American one or the Danish one?
Danish one.
Look on the US one. Go to .com instead of .dk.
.com. Danish. It goes straight to Danish.
You're going to have to manually make it go there. All right, let's get this fixed. This is the last time I'm doing this one. If it doesn't come out right this time, it's going to stay that way.
Oh, you
What?
Christmas Express.
The train? Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant to tell you that train was coming out too.
Had a big polar bear in it.
And also that Christmas tree house. I want that too. The tree house there's a housing inside the tree. It's like a tree house.
Family Christmas tree.
Yeah. I want that one too.
3,171 pieces.
Yep. It's a big set. It's not some little simple tree. As soon as I get used to the new hearing aids, I'm going to be adding a lot of content. I have tons of ideas, but could not hear myself think, let alone talk. I'm excited for you, Andrea, because that means you can come over to my channel and let me interview you. And I would be loving that.
Got it.
You find it?
Yeah, I found it through a person called Jay's Brick Block.
But it's on the Lego site, right?
Lego ideas next to it. It's a wind sewing machine. Blah
Yep.
blah blah.
Yep. How many pieces does it show? Because I can't remember.
I didn't say.
But there should be a Lego number too, where you can pull it up that
It
way.
didn't say either.
Well, then no, the Lego site actually has it because I saw it there. Andrea, Sherry says, Andrea's so happy for you. And then she says, Lorena's quilting. She's a long arm quilter with a big YouTube following. How big is her channel? Because some of the bigger channels don't even answer emails. Lorena's quilting. All right, let me get these pressed and then we can start sewing this whole block together. Did you find it?
I don't know. Give me a sec. No, still not showing in Lego's web page. But I can show this.
Yeah, you can show it to them. Post it in the Facebook group, and then I'll post it on the community, or you can actually post it on my community tab because viewers can now do that. I'm not sure if you can do it from the desktop or if you have to do it from your. I think you have to do it from your phone.
I think I'm about to give it a try.
Okay, because you're supposed to be able to do that. Come on.
Copy and paste. Allegria, Linda Allegria is here too.
Huh?
Linda Allegria.
Oh, okay.
Just post it on your chat. Hope you can see it.
You mean the live chat? It won't show up there. You can't share pictures inside the live chat, unfortunately. Not even I can't even do that. not in the text part of it. I can do it on the screen, but that's it. All right, now we're getting somewhere here. Okay. Now what I'll do,
Take a look at my what I said.
is I'm going to take and we'll just start sewing this to this. And then after I've got that part done, then we'll do this to this. And then we can sew horizontal after that. And then we'll have this block. Hey, Linda. She says, love your block. Thank you. She says, your channel is growing really, really fast. They'll answer soon. Hey, Raven. Yeah, it is. It's kind of scary. I'm sure that it'll drop off again pretty soon. She is probably going to hit 10K before the end of the month at the rate she's going, says Andrea. We will see.
And it should be on your community tab too, premium quilting.
Okay. Let me, while I'm pinning this, hang on a minute, y'all. Let me go check. Nope. I don't see. Did you put it in the Facebook group?
Yeah.
Or, oh, that's where you took it. Okay.
And what about here on your chat?
No, it's not in the chat.
I send them the link.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm going to share the screen where they can look at it. Y'all, I'm going to share the screen for a minute. And while you're looking at this, they keep up with the chat because I won't be able to see it. Yeah. Check this out. This is going to be next year, one of the kits for next year from Lego. Can you see it?
Give me 30 seconds. Waiting for it. Looks like it's moving. Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Watch the comments from the group while I'm, because I can't see the chat.
Raven said, "Oh, what else can we ask to buy?" Joy said, "That's Lego's Wowzer."
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Andrea said, "Wow, I do not do Legos, but I want that one."
I figured y'all want that one because it's very cool. It's going to look awesome.
Sherry said, "That's cool. I think it's a 99 or 97 model. I used to know."
Well, you know more than I know.
I just exactly that link that I put it on the chat group. Raven said, "How much? We don't know.
We don't know yet, but they will announce it soon. It's on the website. I'm not sure why Nikolai can't see it because I saw it on their website. I'll have to go look at it because it actually said how many pieces is going to be in it, and that it would be next year's 2026 kit.
That is really neat. Hope I can get one from Pat DiPietro. Mac, he's a fun-looking Lego build.
Yep.
I'm not going to build that. She's going to do that alone.
You think?
Yeah.
Right. You sure you trust me doing it?
No,
That's what I thought.
but I'm not gonna touch it.
That's what I thought. Wow, I do not do Lego. Oh, okay, you read that one. That's cool. I think it's a 99 or 97 model. Yeah. Why does this? But I figured y'all would think that was pretty awesome because I did.
AT and AT gang. Wow.
What's going on?
It's looking at the Christmas thing, Christmas decorations for 2025.
Yeah.
I just saw the Christmas train, the permanent Christmas tree, and that AT&T Christmas honey cake version.
Yeah.
Honey cake house.
Honey cake?
Yeah. It's a dough cake or some what we call honey cake.
I don't know what that is. If it was a gingerbread cake, I would
I
get.
think it's a gingerbread house.
I was gonna say if I gingerbread, I
I'm
know.
the one that's trying to just keep going on with that. We gotta realize that it's a gingerbread house.
And the tiny scissors are so cute. Yeah, I have a bunch of those tiny scissors over here, hanging on my sewing machine. I've swiped all of Nikolai's from where he's got them in kits.
Spare parts. You know what she is?
In there begging for more.
Yeah.
Of course she is. You got something she wants. She really does love seafood like Ichi did. Remember, Ichi was the same way. You couldn't even get fish out of the refrigerator without her being right there like, oh, I smell fish or seafood. This is giving me a little bit of grief.
Not gonna get nothing more, girl. That's it.
And she's like, but Daddy, you gotta give me some. I wonder if the Dachshund breed has always had a voracious appetite, or if that's developed as they become more bred through the years. No, you're not going to get to complain, Missy. Daddy says, no, you don't get any more.
Complain all you want, all night long.
You and your chirping. I know, I hear you chirping. Not to mention clanking your teeth together, letting me know you're not happy.
Gingerbread, you know those big Star Wars walkers?
Yeah.
Gingerbread house of that.
Someone made a gingerbread house making one of those walking things.
Yeah.
There's a name for them, and I can't think of the name of it at the moment.
They call AT&T candy. Big.
I know what you're talking about, but that's not what they're called. What you just said.
AT.
Oh, I can't think of the name of them at the moment. Nothing? Is there,
Might be dumb.
is there cloud cover?
No.
Maybe tomorrow night then.
But
All right. 2.5 hours. I'm trying to hurry up on this block, but I think the pain is going to overwhelm me here in a minute. I'm going to have to stop anyway.
then stop.
I don't want to. I want to finish this block.
You can finish it tomorrow. Like I said, Rita, I have to mold her for that. You're still here, Rita.
I don't know if Rita's still here or not. She probably isn't because she's been quiet.
Yeah.
Sherry says, Katie, you need to stop.
And George said, you better listen to your body, Katie Buck.
Yeah, but I'll be disappointing y'all by not finishing it.
It doesn't matter. You can finish it tomorrow.
So close to finishing it.
Stop it, woman.
I don't understand why I can't finish a block in a short amount of time. Why does it take so long?
Complain to your mother. Tell her that she's a stupid woman. Oh.
Okay, y'all win.
Oh. Yeah.
Donna's apparently Donna's not live, but let me go look to make sure. Hang on a minute.
Don't be a mother.
No, we're not doing that. I would never do that. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find Donna's channel. See if she's doing a live tonight. That way I can dump you guys into her channel. Handmade by Ying. Wait, she is live. Hold on. Or she's doing a premiere, looks like.
Seriously?
Honey. Yeah. Yeah, hang on, y'all. I'm about to dump her channel into y'all. Hold on. If it lets me. Thank you very much for not doing that. Okay, hang on 1 second and I'll dump it and it'll share it. All right, now then, let me go back up here and we're going to dump it into the channel. And oh, Tammy's live too. Well, here you all have a choice. Here's Donna's premiere, and then I will dump you into Tammy's not normally live on a Friday. The Siberian Wind. Hang on, I'm getting her link too. So 1 minute. Oh, she is live. Interesting. Copy that one. Just make sure when whoever's channel you go to, tell them that I sent you that way. And hold on, I'm going to dump you into Tammy's channel if you just give me 1 minute to do it. And then in the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'll be talking to you at the same time. Thank you for coming tonight. Remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. What do you do with all that? You make something beautiful. I will be live tomorrow. And probably more than likely is I'll finish that block, and then I'll be working on the two things I've been working on. The jelly roll one, I'll either do that one or I'll do the channel sew. Probably the channel sew, since we haven't done one this month. I appreciate all of y'all, and thank you for coming. And those of you who have took time to go and give me watch hours, I appreciate that so very much. And here is Tammy's live link. Come on. I'm getting in a rush and now it's not letting me catch up. Here you go. Here's Tammy's also. Thank you guys. Big hugs. Thank you for keeping me in your prayers, and keep on doing that until I'm not in pain anymore. I'd appreciate that. And see y'all on the next live. Be blessed, less stress. Everybody's saying bye to me and Nico.
I just woke up.
Who did?
Georgie.
Oops. My views are down, man. That sucks.